So this is one of those days when I feel like a failure. First, I did not have the goal setting and accountability group on my calendar, and I got a text message from Susan who said that
Where
she
are
was
you?
waiting. Where am I? So I double booked and we taped our show today. Sorry, everybody. And then I got in trouble from my friend because I let her daughter ride in the front seat of my car, not knowing that she isn't tall enough to do that. And I want to cry while I say it.
It's okay.
And then I just found out that a speaking engagement that we have coming up, I didn't communicate well enough, and they didn't understand what our fee really is. And now we have to figure that out. So it's days like this.
Yeah, that's what we want to talk about
that we're gonna
because
talk about.
this is such a good example of what we all go through. And these are the kind of days where intentionality is so important because we're not talking about being perfect. We're talking about how to respond to the trials and the joys of life and how to not negatively spiral. So what are you tempted to want to do on a day like this?
I'm tempted to want to dwell on how insufficient I am and imperfect, and I want to go home and crawl under the covers, I guess.
Right, which is that's exactly how both probably 98% of us would also react to that. We've all done that. So the question just being like, here's a perfect example. What are some ways to take this situation and not spiral? So what are some tools?
So first of all, I have to take responsibility. For all three things. I messed up. Nobody's fault but my own.
Yeah,
That's
just
it.
let people know here's what happened, and right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Second thing, what did I learn? I definitely learned something in each of those cases that I can make sure is not replicated in the future. And I can get together with good friends like you.
Yes. Have
And get
lunch, go out to lunch.
Yeah,
that's
and have
one
a
thing.
big hug.
Yeah, have a big hug. And one thing we talked about too was perspective.
Yeah, perspective.
These were headache things, right? These are not things, but in the grand scheme of things, these were not life or death situations,
Right.
And to grab hold of that rope of gratitude, and be thankful that they are not, that people are understanding,
Right.
that, nothing is tragic is going to happen from any of these mistakes, right? And so just to make sure that gratitude or those perspective shifts get us back on that solid ground.
Right. So when we were talking about what we wanted to talk to you guys about this week and your weekly inspiration, we realized that the kind of day I'm having today, a lot of us go through.
Yeah.
A lot of us have, and it's interesting how it can just, several things can happen and stack on top of each other in one day, and we can go down this spiral, and there are ways to climb out. So we hope that this helped you too.
Yeah. And tomorrow's always a new day. I think that's the thing to remember. So today we might have to coexist kind of with the icky feeling, but know that it's just a wave. It's not your permanent reality, and tomorrow will be a new beginning.
Yes.
So you all take care. We love you, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.